Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I am doing another breakfast with me video. So for today's breakfast video, I'm going to be making French toast, which I'm excited about because today's Friday and I was wanting some French toast today. So that's what I'm going to be making. Yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's get on to the video. So these are my ingredients. I have my bread, obviously, and I have my ground cinnamon and my eggs. And then I have, obviously, my bowl for my eggs. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scramble up the eggs, which I add all my eggs and then milk, because you gotta have milk in your eggs because it makes them kind of fluffy and they overall taste better. So I added a little bit of milk into my eggs and then I scrambled them all up. And then once I finished that, I added my ground cinnamon and then I whisked that in the eggs a little bit so it's like mixed in with the eggs. And yeah, so once I finish with that step, I'm going to take my bread and I'm going to dip it in the egg mixture, or dip it in the eggs. And then since I was making some for both me and my mom, I put it on a plate while I was waiting for my pan to heat up, and it made it a lot easier than having to keep going back and forth, dipping the bread in, putting it in the pan, whatever. So I'm going to try this technique more because I like this technique better. But yeah, I basically just took like 3 or 4 of the pieces of bread, dipped it in the eggs, and then put them on a plate, which I didn't show them on the plate because it's kind of dumb, but whatever. And then once I got that done, I only did 4 slices because I used one of my little plates. So once I got that done, I added my butter to my pan, waited for it to melt, and then I used my spatula to spread it all around the pan so that it's nice and coated and my bread doesn't stick. Or get stuck, so when I flip it, it doesn't break. So then once that's done, I take my bread, put it in the pan, and wait for it to cook. So obviously after it cooks for a few minutes on one side, I check it, and then I flip it over, which a few times I flipped it too early, which I think it was because I did 2 slices at once instead of 1, or would have probably went better. So doing that obviously made it take longer, but it was still good at the end, so whatever. And it was still cooked, so that's all that matters. But I flipped it over, made sure it wasn't burnt, because nobody likes burnt food, and burnt food doesn't taste good. So I did that and they looked pretty good, golden brown, nice and cooked. And so now it's time for me to wait for the other side to cook so I can finish and start plating my French toast. So now that my French toast is all cooked, I'm going to put them on my cute white plate. Well, not really anything special about it, but it looks nice when everything's plated, so. No. But I also have a cutting board, which you can leave the bread whole, like the way it is. But I like to try to make it fancy in a way. And I like to cut them in half so it's like a triangle, I guess, in a way. And then I just lay them on the plate overlapping each other. And once I have all my bread pieces cooked, all my French toast is done, I make sure they're nice and neat on the plate. And I add the best part, which is powdered sugar. And it makes it look so nice and it tastes so good with the French toast. And I don't have fruit, or I probably would have put some fruit on it or tried putting fruit on it. I never really put fruit on my French toast, but I do want to try it. So probably next time I make it, I will put
vegetables. What am I talking about?
No, I'll put fruit on it. So, but for now it's just powdered sugar. And then once I got the powdered sugar on there, I added some syrup and it's done. So this is the final product. I love how it came out. It looks so good and it tasted really good too. The French toast had a nice color to it. And the powdered sugar adds a little bit of fanciness to it and a little bit of flavor as well. So yeah. Overall, it was a great breakfast dish and I love making it, and I will be making it again soon because my dad was a little jealous that me and my mom had it that morning, so I'm going to make him some this weekend. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a sparkly thumbs up. If you want to see more of my pretty face, subscribe down below. And don't forget, your smile is the sparkle to your shine. So don't let anybody take your smile away. Bye!